Show number 15.
This Otaku's Life.
I don't often take vacation, and there are several reasons for that. First, I don't have a ton of money. Second, even on the few occurrences where I spent a lot of money, and I did a lot of nothing and a lot of relaxing, I felt uneasy. I wouldn't say that I'm a workaholic. I do like what I do. I'm very passionate about projects. But I do recognize that I like to be productive, and when I go somewhere new, I want to have some kind of agenda, some kind of plan, and I want to execute on it with some reasonable pace. Of course, if you go abroad, you're going to need a lot of money for that, and you got to be willing to spend more money. And I've found that when I've gone places that are out of my element, especially with the context of it being some form of vacation, I feel refreshed. I come back to work, and all that stress that I had, I've forgotten or left behind. Of course, when you get back from work, sometimes those are the hardest few days to get acclimated and see all the things that went on that you know that you could have contributed to that would have kept them from being a problem that you now have to deal with or address when you get back. But getting to my point is that when I go on vacation, I have to have some kind of plan. I have to do something productive. And I found that when I do vacations, they're typically me going to a convention, helping staff, or doing something other than attending. But I just can't get my head around the idea of visiting a relative in Texas and hanging out at their house for 2 weeks and doing absolutely nothing. You know, sometimes the touristy stuff is the plan. And so this is the problem I have with vacations. I gotta do something. And I have to have some idea of what that's going to be. They're really not vacations. I guess what you really could call them is workations. Thank you everyone once again for downloading and continuing to listen. As I said it before, I'll say it again, you guys are awesome. Now, here's one thing that I want to talk about. Contribution. We want you guys to contribute one way or another. And there's a couple ways to do that. First way is we have show IDs with random voices in the beginning of every show. Of course, we don't have too many of those, so we're starting to repeat. And we don't want to do that. We would love for you to share your voice, and all we would need you to say, well, first we need you to record some audio and say, "This Otaku's Life," with pauses in between. And then we'll shuffle them up and we'll create new show IDs, and you will randomly hear your voice occasionally. Another way you can contribute is give us feedback. And you could do it by writing some words in an email, but we'd rather hear your voice, and I think others would as well. And we would like you to share one of the stories or topics we've covered here, but in your own perspective, your own point of view, and in your own words. And it's easy. All you have to do is record some audio and send it our way via email at thisotakuslife@gmail.com. And we also have Twitter. You can reach out to us that way, thisotakuslife. Or, what the hell, check out our website at thisotakuslife.com. So thanks again everyone for downloading and continuing to listen and contributing in one way or another. And I guess until next week, have a good one.